Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today, like every Friday, we're gonna do our trade recap. Sorry, I look a little bit crazy. I got my robe on. I just came home from the gym. I took a shower. My face looks super red. I was in the sauna. I looked like I went to the beach. Unfortunately, I didn't. But I'm going to just like have a moment of transparency. Like I said before, this is honestly like my video trading journal, my trading video journal, whatever you want to put it. It's literally me documenting my journey and me being honest and transparent about the whole thing and being vulnerable. And I just want to share like everything that I'm going through because maybe it might help somebody else that's going through the same thing. And it's honestly really just for me, like to look back on and to keep myself motivated. So we took a loss. We took a loss this week. It sucked. I had because I had another loss earlier this month, but it was very tiny. I discussed like dynamic risk and all those things in that video, and I explained what's going on and what's going on, like how I use the dynamic risk and how I play around with my stop loss so that my numbers make sense at the end of the month, right? So we talked about that before. Now with this trade, I don't know what I was doing, but I did manage it well. So we took a full loss, which is okay. Like it still makes sense at the end of the month. I'm still green for the month. It was what's today, the 28th. So we'll probably won't take any trades until April 1st or whatever. So I mean it's fine, right? But it's just it's bothers, and it's how like what trading is. The name of the game is discipline, right? After that loss, I was a little bit triggered and I wanted to make that money back. I'm gonna be completely honest. I wanted to make that money back, but I didn't do that, right? So I'm sorry, give me 1 second here. So we didn't do that, and I'm proud of myself for it, but I'm a little frustrated that I even was thinking those things, you know? It's frustrating, and the way that I trade, I only take 1 to 2 setups a week. So that's kind of frustrating because I was like, if I didn't trade this way, if I changed the way that I trade, if I was a scalper, we could have made that money back and then some. But every time I've done that, I've bitten myself up. Like, I'm not a scalper. This is the way that I trade. I'm profitable this way. But it just sucks, you know? It sucks to feel this way. But I just wanted to be, you know, to check in. It was a great month. February was an amazing month. I took one loss in February. It was the last week of February. And now in the last week of March, here we are. We took a loss. So that's something to write down. I lose on the last week of the month. I don't know. That's something to take. I'm going to put that into my TradeZilla and see if I can collect any data with that. So I'm going to share what my trade was. What was my analysis. I'm not mad at the trade. I'm mad of how I felt afterwards and how triggered I was, but I'm not mad at the analysis. I completely believed in the trade, still believe in it, and I'm going to show you what happened. So let me switch on over. Let's get rid of this camera. Perfect. Okay. So here we are. So as you can see in my chart, I took, why is this here? Okay. I took GBP and DD, right? So as you can see, every Sunday I go through my charts, I mark my charts up, I look for my setups, I set alerts, and I flag any potential setups. So last Sunday there was not really much going on. What I flagged was GBP NZD and Euro JPY. So the one that I took, the purple one, was GBP NZD, and as you can see, we were stopped out and price moved in the direction that I thought it was going to, right? And I still think it's gonna just continue up. But anyways, that's really frustrating. But I'm not mad at the analysis because honestly, I had a great stop loss. Like, if it took me out, I felt okay, then that was completely wrong. So it was just meant to take me out. I think some news later on in the week kind of affected this trade, this currency. But let's see. So let's go back and do some bar replay. Let's do some bar replay. When did I get into this? I think I got in Sunday night. So let's let's see. Friday. Let's go down to the 4-hour time frame. Okay, so this feels still Thursday. So let's our replay. Where are we at here now? We're at Friday. Okay. This is Sunday. So let's go down to the 1-hour time frame and see if I can find where I entered. Okay. So price had come out of this day. So this big gray area that you see here is my daily area of interest. So price did come out and then it came back to retrace. I was waiting for that. I wanted price to pull back into that daily area of interest. It did come back. It rejected my 50 EMA and then price started to come out again, right? So when price was giving, and I also had a Fibonacci on it, so when price was giving clear rejection of the Fibonacci, I was looking in for an entry. So I got in on Sunday night. Let's see. I might have gone to the 15 minutes. So let's see. Somewhere around here. Sunday. Yeah. Somewhere around here I got in. And we were right in profit. And then we were in drawdown for a long time. Let's see. I'm going to show you. So we were still in profit, but this wouldn't have been enough to even take off profits. Not for me. That's not part of the plan, right? So let's just keep going. And price is just kind of like teetering, going to that same Fibonacci level, that negative zero extension, and just kind of playing back and forth with that and the break even area. So, and I'm going to be honest, I think, when was this? Maybe Wednesday night? I'm not sure. But I saw that this was happening, and for a second I thought, you know what? Because it started to move, right? It started to move, and I was like, okay, we're good. Let's see, what day are we at? Okay, so we're still, let's go to the 1 hour so it can go faster. So price starts to move eventually, right? After teetering so much in drawdown. What day are we in? We're on Tuesday. So, and then it starts to give me rejection again. And I'm like, you know what? I should move my stop loss to break even because I'm done with this trade. It's been teetering in the same area and I feel like it's creating resistance to go to the downside. I honestly had that thought. And I don't know why I did not continue with it. I did not. I was playing with my kids, honestly. You know, don't beat me up. I was playing with my kids and I don't know. You know, I had a thought, but I really didn't grab my phone to like mess with my trade or like reduce risk. I didn't do any of that. And I don't know why. I feel like I was also just like so sure of the analysis, like this is going to go, that I didn't really think about it. So it eventually starts to move. So you see, it moved right there, right? And it gave me that rejection, and that's when I thought about moving my stop loss to break even. Right, so if we go to the 15 minute, you see where it gave me this huge doji candle. And I was like, okay, it's time to move it. And I didn't. I just let the trade ride. And back to the 1 hour. Here we are. Price completely stops me out, right, at my full risk. And then what does it do? It comes back up, crosses over the EMA again, and here we would be in profit. So that's literally what happened this week. It absolutely sucks, you guys. I don't know if this ever feels better for anybody. It feels okay. Over the years, I've been doing this for 3 years, and it does feel better than when I used to lose before, but it still sucks. You know, it still sucks, and it messes with your confidence, honestly. But anyways, that was my trade this week. And yeah, that's it. Nothing crazy. Oh, I was also waiting for Euro JPY, which was playing the games. I was waiting for a nice, I was looking for like kind of more of an intraday move, and I was waiting for a body candle closure up here. It didn't happen for me, so I'm still interested in looking at this for next week. I'll be back on Sunday. We'll go ahead and chart through everything and see what setups we have. But this is definitely something that I'm going to continue to look out for the week, and maybe we can take a buy on this trade. So we'll see. But that was it. Very, very boring week, honestly. GBP, NZD, we took a L. It's okay. You know what? I'm glad we got this loss out of the way, because I know that I was waiting for it. I've been doing great. I've been having back-to-back wins. I had that one loss. I was very, very small. I didn't make any, issues with my numbers. I was very, very happy, but I knew that a loss was coming. So here we are. So we have the loss, and now we can go back on our little streak, right? Hopefully, fingers crossed. So just be very mindful of how you're trading, how you're looking at these markets, where your mindset is at. If you're not good to trade, if you have a lot of things going on, just like leave the markets alone. There will always be another setup. Do not chase setups. Do not change the way that you trade for any reason whatsoever. If you need to get off social media, get off social media, because it really sucks for you to lose and then see the next guy winning and winning and winning, and you're like, there's all these setups that I could have taken if I switched my style of trading. So we're not doing that. We don't do that over here. We're sticking with what we know. This is what I do best. My Forex currency pairs, the way I chart, it works for my lifestyle with my kids and my time, and my job. I do have a full-time job. This is not something that I do full-time just yet, but we're getting there. So yeah, speak that into the air, manifest it, and it's gonna happen. So the name of the game is discipline. This week, we took it out. It's okay. We're disciplined enough. We're not going to revenge trade, and market is closed, so we'll be back on Sunday to chart and see what's up. So hope you guys are taking insight to these videos and are getting some nugget from it. And I hope you guys are understanding the way that I trade and how I do things. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section below. I love you all. Stay safe. Bye-bye.